Terence Crawford joins us now on SportsCenter. And Terence, this will be your first fight in 2020. And with that layoff and no fans in the stands surrounding you in Vegas, how have you mentally prepared for Saturday night?
Well, I'm mentally prepared just like any other fight. I don't feel like the fans not being here is going to affect me any. We prepared to the best of our abilities to come in here Saturday and make sure we get the job done.
You had a long stare down with Brook earlier today. He's bigger than you, but you have said that he will be surprised in the ring on Saturday night. What did you mean when you said that?
Well, he'll be surprised like all the rest of my opponents. Like I said, I'm undersized, but I believe in my strength and I believe in my power as well. I'm not some little skinny and bones type of fighter that you can just walk over and push around.
Which is incredible when you're 36-0 and you have 27 knockouts. Do you still feel like you're overlooked by the public?
At times, but I feel like the public really know who Terence Crawford is. That's why they put so much pressure on me fighting the best welterweights in the world, because they know that I'm considered, and they know that I'm one of the top welterweights in the world. So.
Now, earlier today on First Take here on ESPN, Brook made a bold statement about Saturday's fight. Take a listen to this.
I can hit very hard, and I'm very accurate, same as Crawford. I've got a good jab, and I'm going to need to be the best I've ever been. So I'm going to be fully focused and utterly, totally focused on Terence Crawford. And this is my time. The training has gone absolutely perfect. The weight's bang on. So I'm going to take care of the weight Friday and then take care of Crawford Saturday.
Okay, Brook comes in with a ton of experience. Your reaction to him saying he's going to take care of business on Saturday?
Well, I love it. That's what he's supposed to say. That's how he's supposed to come into one of the biggest fights of his career. He's supposed to feel like he's going to do everything in his power to dethrone me, but it's not going to happen. Not this weekend. It's not.
There's plenty at stake here this weekend. A potential super fight with Errol Spence could be down the road. He faces Danny Garcia in December. Now, this will be Spence's first fight since a devastating car accident last year. Why is it important to you that you face Spence when he's 100% healthy down the road?
Because I don't want any excuses. I don't want any type of downplaying my victory or whatnot, and I feel like he deserved that right to be 100%.
Well, I can tell you no one's downplaying you, Terence. Looking forward to your main event. That is Saturday night on ESPN. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
All right, the nation's number.
Foxworth, I'll start with you. If you had to bet your house, that palatial estate of yours down there in our nation's capital, which one of them wins the Super Bowl first? Lamar Jackson or Kyler Murray?
Oh, yeah, I think that it's Lamar Jackson because of everything that's around him. While I think that Lamar is probably more important to his offense than Kyler Murray is, I think Lamar has a lot better coaching situation, a better organization, and a phenomenal defense. I think all of those reasons make it more likely that the Ravens win a Super Bowl more in the next few years quicker than Kyler Murray. Though I think Kyler Murray is probably a better young prospect than Lamar Jackson. I think that the Ravens are a better organization, a better team. When's the last time you heard of a bad Ravens team? Like, it just doesn't happen. Them and the Steelers. No. They find a way to be competitive all the time.
Unquestionably, but competitive is one thing and winning a championship is another. That's sometimes something someone just jumps up and does. But I'm interested in what you just said there quickly. You said Kyler is a better young prospect. If you were starting a team and you could start it with either one of those two guys absent anything else, which one are you taking?
I mean, my heart wants to say Lamar Jackson, but I think that my brain, obviously, like Kyler Murray, is incredibly accurate as a passer and is a dynamic runner and doesn't take nearly as many hits as Lamar Jackson. I love Lamar Jackson, and he is a great player, but if you can have a guy who can throw passes like that consistently, whip it outside the numbers with accuracy consistently, and also when he's in trouble, wiggle out of trouble and make 5 yards out of what should be a sack, and also go for a 30-yard touchdown run on occasion, like that to me seems like a better prospect to build a team around than Lamar Jackson, unfortunately.
What do you think, Ryan?
You know what? I love Dominique. You know, he comes on here, and because he has no emotional
set me
ties
up.
to the Pittsburgh Steelers, he wants to say that everything is glowing and it's great and that they'll beat the Bengals. And then he gets to his Ravens, and it's like, when have you ever seen a bad Ravens team? The Ravens are always in it. He should say what the truth is. When you ask that question, he said, you know, the Baltimore Ravens, because of everything they have around him. What he probably should have said is, if Kyler Murray right now was the quarterback of the Baltimore Ravens, we'd have much more confidence in them to win the Super Bowl. Period. We would. It wouldn't be a discussion. We wouldn't be sitting here talking like, you know what? Yeah, they can, because the quarterback's really good, because the team's really good, and everybody loves the color purple. It looks good on uniforms. He wouldn't have said all that. He would have been like, if Kyler Murray's the quarterback of this team, I see them in the AFC Championship going toe-to-toe, head-to-head with the Kansas City Chiefs, because he does add that extra dimension. And this is not knocking Lamar Jackson at all. Sometimes you got to choose between Kobe and Shaq or Penny and Shaq. Sometimes you got to choose on whether you're going to sign Weezy or Lil Turk. You got to make these decisions. And in making this decision, if you were starting your team, Kyler Murray would be your guy. It's not that I wouldn't take Lamar. It's just that with what I've seen from them, even with Lamar winning an MVP, if I had to put one at quarterback and say this guy takes X team to the championship, I'd always pick Kyler Murray first.
I don't know.
Real quick, Nico.
I don't know which one you're insulting, because I don't know who you're calling Lil Turk, but that's an insult to one of them. And also, I hate you because you know me so well. You're right. I don't want to be the one to say that, because I love Lamar Jackson and I love Baltimore, where I was born, in the Ravens organization. But you're right. Kyler Murray on the Baltimore Ravens, I think, is more formidable than Lamar Jackson, as formidable as Lamar Jackson is.
I ask you, if you think that every team in the NFL had a chance to make that choice, how would it fall?
I think it'd be tough. I think maybe Lamar, because they've seen more of him. But, I mean, Kyler went 31 picks earlier than Lamar. He ought to be the better prospect. It's a tough one. I mean, it's like picking between deciding whether you want to agree with Ryan Clark or Dominique Foxworth. They're both so darn good. But